This is me, actually. Those are my eyes. I studied Rayid with Eliezer ben Joseph. And basically, the structure of your eye tells a lot about who you are and the lessons you came to learn. So my eyes are that of a combination. And that combination is what Denny Johnson described as a flower and a jewel. And he described that person as a shaker. So basically, I'm capable of extremes. I don't follow the beat of anybody's drum, and my drum may not beat to anybody else's. But it's like I jump in there and have no common sense, and I didn't know how to swim, but oh God, I hope I had a life jacket. And that's just kind of been my life. And my left eye is a great big flower, which brings me my skills as a nurturer and a compassionate counselor and listener. And my right eye, basically, it's what you get from your father, is my ability to communicate and teach. So that's what I bring from my mama and my papa. Basically, when I'm evaluating someone, I've got a new patient, as it were, I want to know some things about them, a little bit about their history, their diagnosis, their injury, have they had any diagnostic testing, and I'll assess the problem. I don't do a comprehensive evaluation the way I have to do in home health, which takes me a good 2 hours. It's like, what are you here for? What do you want help with from me today? Okay, and it's like I was telling folks before you got here, I treated a man who couldn't bend his knee. He would like his knee to bend. Okay, so we're going to do that. So generally, I only work on one area, and that'll take like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I have a client that has a chronic pain, post-polio, and some people have pain all over their bodies. And I've had several sessions over the last couple of weeks where her sessions were 3 hours. And so it's really depends on what the issue is. And I purpose during that appointment my goal is that whatever you walked in with, that we have that resolved. If we can't resolve it, then I will take no payment if there's no relief. And I have had one person come who wanted me to work with him, and I wasn't going to be able to help that person. So I didn't even treat him. But I pretty much know with everyone whether or not I can help that problem. And so I set an intention that when whatever it is we're going to accomplish, whether that's to move your shoulder, move your knee, move your neck, or be able to bend over and touch your toes. Was it your son? No, somebody else's son. Anyway, I had a really handsome young man come to me, and he didn't have any pain, but he had been suffering for quite some time. But he was getting physical therapy and chiropractic, and he was going to the gym, and he's doing real well. And so he said he wanted to see me because he'd heard so much about me. So I said, well, what do you want? He says, well, I can't my shoulder doesn't quite move. So I laid him down. I fixed his shoulder. That took about 5 minutes. I says, anything else? And he says, yeah, I can't touch my toes. I said, okay, well, let's take a look at why you can't touch your toes. And so I'm describing these things to you because that makes it more realistic. I look at your posture. It's like, where is your hip? Where's your ASIS? Where's your PSIS? Those are your pelvic bones. Where's the relationship of that to your shoulder and so forth? And I'll have some people walk for me or whatever, and I have to bend him down. And I said, well, okay, bend down. Let me see how far you can go. And so let's say he was 6 inches. I don't remember how far, but he really couldn't. He's a tall guy. He had long legs, but he wanted to touch the floor. He wanted to touch his toes. So I said, okay. I made a couple of adjustments of his pelvis, and by gosh, he could touch his toes. And so it's a knack. That's my knack. I can look at you and your body, and I know what's not working, what isn't moving, what would I need to change, what can I change right now to make that so. So that's my gift.